What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over the overall design and color scheme for Project 250R. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everybody who watched my videos last week. We had a great week last week. I got 5 videos out. It was crazy. I put a lot of time in. I'm going to try to keep up with that this week. Unfortunately, we're starting midweek here, but that's all right. So what we're going to be doing today is, like I said in the beginning, we're going to discuss the color scheme for this project and the parts that I plan to put on here. So first and foremost, this is going to be an MX build. So it's going to have long travel A-arms, long travel suspension, probably smaller tires. It's going to look badass. I have the color scheme in my mind that is absolutely excellent, but I think it would be a lot easier for me to draw it out for you and actually color and show you what I'm looking at doing, because it's kind of an interesting color scheme. It's a little bit different than normal, and it's not what I had originally planned to do, and it's actually designed after this t-shirt. So let's hop over to the computer. I'm going to show you some of the parts that I plan to use on this that are going to affect that overall design, and then we're going to sit down, get some colored pencils, and do a drawing. All right, guys, so we're sitting here at the table with the computer. Really quickly, I'm just going to run through a couple of the modifications that I plan to do to this quad that are going to affect the overall appearance. So we're going to make this quick, guys, and first and foremost, we have the wheels. So one of the companies I picked out is Goldspeed. This here is their victory box. You can see their beadlock wheels. They have an aluminum center and carbon fiber rings. Now, they do have different color rings that you can get. However, I think for this build, black is going to look the best. That black on black look is kind of going to go with the theme of this quad, and you're going to see in a second when I tell you what the theme is going to be. Now, these are OMF beadlocks. It's also what I considered. These are a little bit more expensive, as you can see, and they're a little fancier. They have like a billet center and then an aluminum ring on the outside. You can see this one has the little drains. This is probably the style that I would go with. I'm not 100% sure if I want to go with this. I think it's a little bit too flashy for the build style that I want to do, which, like I said, I'll get in a second. Tires are right here, also from Goldspeed. I was thinking about possibly their MXRs in the rear with an 18-inch tire, and the MXF in the front. I think it's a 20 by 6 by 10 is what I was planning on going with to give it that classic motocross look with the small tires. Now, as far as Nerf bars go, the 86 and 87 take a different style Nerf bar than the 88 and 89. So unfortunately, I have a little bit of a less of options, because RAF has some really nice Nerf bars, but they only make them for 88 and 89, it looks like. However, Factory 43 just came out with these, and I think they're called Evos, and they look pretty fresh. They're right here on a YFC 450. I don't see them pictured on a 250R anywhere, but I imagine they'll look pretty similar to that. And the regular Factory 43 heel guard Nerf bars with the Pro Pegs are really nice too, so I can't imagine that these won't be cool. So that's the style of Nerfs I'll be going with. The bumper is going to be the classic Duncan Racing bumper. I'm sorry, guys, there's just no other cleaner look than that bumper. The only other style that I might consider going with is an AC bumper. I don't have one of those pictured. I may draw that one, I'm not sure, but that's the bumper I'm planning on going with. Now, the plastics are right here. Now, these are Mayer plastics, or Meyer. Now, I'll quickly tell you the original idea I had was to go with a yellow color scheme. I was going to do a yellow frame with yellow plastics, and I mean, it would have been really cool with yellow beadlocks and everything. And I'll show you a picture right here. This is the quad that actually inspired the look I was going for, and that's how I was planning out the build. And all of a sudden, you know, I was looking at these plastics here, and they come in this color called desert, and I was looking at them thinking, like, who would buy flat desert colored plastics? To me, that's just not a good look. And these ones are actually blems in these pictures. It's off of eBay, but it was the only good. They're good photos representing the color of the plastic, so that's why I picked it. But as I was, thinking about it, I kind of thought about it, and I was looking at actually my Patriot shirt that I designed, and I was thinking about going with that theme on the entire quad. So my Patriot logo is on a green shirt. I think this desert color would also look really good in the background, and that's going to inspire the colors of my build. So moving on, we have the handlebars right here. I'm planning to go with the fast flex bars. These are awesome. I've ridden the 450R with these, and it makes a huge difference, especially with a two-stroke when you have a lot more vibrations. I think the fast flex bars are going to be really nice, especially if we're going to be hitting jumps and stuff. Now, along with the plastics, I plan to use a 4Works carbon fiber hood. I think that's going to have a really fresh look on the front, give it that old school motocross look. And we'll also probably be using a carbon fiber tank cover as well. And last but not least, of course, we have our front end set up. That's going to affect the way the quad looks. So I picked out some Roll Design A-arms, which have always been a classic and always been a favorite of mine. They're always really expensive though. So we're going to see if I can actually pull this off. And then I picked out Fox floats because that's going to go with the color scheme as well. And Fox floats are awesome shocks, and I don't see too many 250Rs with them. I don't want everything to be cookie cutter just like everybody else is doing. So that is the basic idea for parts being picked on this quad. All right, guys, so these are the parts that I have picked out for the build. All of these parts are subject to change. As I've been looking at things, I've slowly been changing back and forth, getting new ideas, but right now I'm pretty solid that this is the way I want it. It's basically going to be a Patriot ATV because I love this country and I have a huge passion for our military. This is going to be a very military-oriented quad, and it's going to stand for a lot more than just racing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up and I'm going to do a sketch of the quad. I'll show you right here. This is the picture that I'm going to be looking at. I'll probably be looking at a couple pictures. That's usually what I do. I like to look at something, and then I'm pretty good at sketching stuff out and replicating, and then I will slowly design it and make it the way that I want. We'll see if we can color it in and make it look generally what I have in my mind, and then you guys will see exactly what's going on up here. All right, guys, we're all set up here. I got my board right here. That's going to make it nice to draw on. Got my high-tech Crazy Art colored pencils, so hopefully we can have all the colors that we need. And my extremely expensive pencil kit. I think I paid $5 for this at Walmart. Some printer paper, and I got my headphones here so I can jam out. And we have the picture of the 250R up here that I think closely resembles what I'm looking at building. Not color-wise, guys, don't worry. But that is going to help me out here so that I can, get the proportions and everything right. Like I said, I'm usually pretty good at drawing things if I can look at it. So wish me luck, guys. I'm not really the best artist, so we're going to see what happens here. All right, guys, it turned out pretty good. So I have the outline done. Now I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. So what I did is I threw this in the scanner and made a copy. So that way, if we mess up the coloring, I don't have to redraw this whole damn thing because it took like 4 hours. And you can see I kind of have like the outline of some basic graphics in there. That's really where, I'm probably going to screw up a couple times, maybe, I don't know. So we're going to go ahead with our Crazy Art expensive, very expensive coloring kit and color it in. All right, guys, I've spent quite a good amount of time on this, and it's just not turning out the way that I want it, at least not the colors that I have in my mind. You can see what I have here, and honestly, I think it clashes really bad. I'd like to take the green out and the red and blue in the front, but I really don't feel like recoloring a whole nother copy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this original copy, scan it into the computer, and I'll put it in Photoshop and Illustrator, and I'll see if we can actually render something up, and that way we can play with the colors a little bit more. It might not look quite as accurate because I won't be able to do the shading and stuff like that. At least I don't have the time to be doing all that stuff on the on Photoshop. So we'll just throw it in there and we'll see what it looks like. Okay guys, so after tooling around with this for a little bit, I have finally come up with my color scheme and finalized it, at least as far as now, and I think I'm pretty happy with this. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I definitely think it looks better with the tan frame or sand color as opposed to the green like I had been drawing. I think this is much cleaner with the more matching colors as opposed to, I think it was just clashing a little bit too much before. I added a little bit of shadows and stuff in here, and I think it looks pretty good, man. So most likely it won't be exactly like this. The graphics might be a little bit more detailed. I want to put some kind of quote or something on here. I want to put Patriot somewhere on there, maybe like some kind of like thing, basically honoring the military. You can see I have USA on here. On the other side it's going to say 250R. I just couldn't really fit it in there, and you couldn't even read it if I put it on here. So it will be just like this, USA, just saying 250R on the other side. And I have 250R here. I'm going to change the colors in that too, I think. I might do it like a split blue and red. And on the opposing side, it's going to say most likely Patriot. I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, I do want to do some custom stuff like that. But for the overall color scheme, you guys get the idea. I'm hoping that I can get blue nets for these Nerf bars. If I can't, they'll be black. May make these Nerf bars black. I'm not really sure. So I think it looks good like this. I tried to do the Fox suspension as close to the colors as it will be. All these silver parts, like the pipe will be chrome, the front bumper will be chrome, the silencer is most likely going to be chrome or aluminum, and the motor is going to be a vapor blasted color, so it's probably going to be honestly more of this color right here, but it's just going to have like a clean look, and there'll be just a couple parts that are that pop in chrome. And of course we have those flat black or matte black beadlock wheels. I think it's all going to come together really nice. Now one other thing I want to show you, I did come up with an alternate. It's kind of like a white silver color. So it's essentially the same exact design, same graphics and everything, but the plastics would either be white or silver, and the frame would either be white or silver. I think that's a really clean look too, but I'm probably going to go with the sand color. I think that's just the most more unique out of the two of them. So you guys let me know below if you think I should go with the sand color or the white silver look. Whichever one you guys think looks the best, you let me know. Okay guys, so hopefully now you can see what's going on in my head. That was the best I could do, is putting it on the paper, and I can't take full credit for this idea. If you guys have ever watched Overhauling, Chip Foose likes to do sketches of his drawings. Now of course he's a much better drawer than I am, or a much better artist rather, but that was essentially what I was going for here. Let me know what you guys think. If you think that the white design looks better, the white/silver, or the actual tan design, which is what was really inspired by this t-shirt, you let me know in the comment section below. I might just change my mind, but as for now, I'm pretty set on that desert and red, white, and blue design. That's really what I want to go for. And like I said, this is basically going to be like a tribute to the military, and thank you for everybody that serves, by the way. And until the next one, guys, please remember to give me a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video. I'm going to try to get this video footage pumping out. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes work, working with companies, trying to get together all the parts and everything for this build. It's not going to be cheap, guys. So give me a little bit of patience as I'm waiting to hear back from companies and everything and sort out exactly how this build is going to be. But like I said, it is going to be a motocross build. Now you guys know what the color scheme is, so you can sleep nice and easy at night. By the way, guys, if you like this t-shirt, make sure to click on that banner below. You can pick one up for $18.99. Great t-shirt, super good quality, designed it just for you. And as always, guys, I love all you. Peace out. I will see you in the next one. Have a great weekend.